in Seattle at the NAM, Northwest African American History Museum. I don't have a library here, but I got a friend of mine, Rajnii Eddins, we're having a conversation. I met him through AWA, the African American Writers Alliance, and so this weekend they had a retreat. But he wanted to have a conversation with me about my writing history. Tell him I'm not a writer, I'm an engineer. So anyway, I'm having a conversation with him because he's got some really powerful things going on. In addition to I'm gonna say outfit, listen to what he's wearing. So here we go. All right, check it out. All right, you're live, bro. How's it going?
Blessings. How y'all doing?
Very well, man. So tell us about what you got, man. What you wearing? Black History.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Amazing.
Black History. It's got a host of different ancestral Black luminaries. Ida B. Wells is on here. Sister Dr. Shirley, Ann Jackson, Angela Davis, Ella Baker. We have Sarah Boone. We have Rosa Parks. We have Madam C.J. Walker. You know, it's just a host of different representation of the brilliance of Black people. You know, Bessie Blount Griffin, Angela Davis. You know, Septima Poinsetta Clark.
Wow.
I just want to represent the figures of know and worth who believe in our worth, our value, our brilliance, our power, our strength, our vitality as Black people, as a people of integrity and beauty, genius, and magnificent contribution, foundational contribution to the world. I always want to array myself in that sense of ancestral strength and power, in recognition that we can do that in divine alignment with honoring the humanity of all people. Some people will tell you that being proud of being Black and honoring your Black people and ancestors is somehow in opposition to someone else, or has to be by some definitive warped perception inclined toward opposing and harming and being against some other polarized camp. But I'm not of that mind. I think we all come from one foundational root in terms of roots and ancestry from Black people to the present. So I don't see a tree or a forest that would be at odds with the roots that hold it in the ground.
Exactly.
Similarly so, I feel inclined to honor, respect, and revere the Black ancestors who pour so much into me, who are in alignment with the spirit, are the reason I live and breathe and take so much worth and self-concept and love and encouraging energy and positive and reaffirming vitality and vibration with me in all that I do. So as a means of honoring them and kind of covering myself in that raiment of moving power and potency, I have to put this on and have it be a part of my walk. I wanted to bring outfits like this that had ancestors on them, particularly so because I was coming to honor my own mother, who is still in the world and who has done so much to honor people. She was a foster parent of over 70 children. I'm speaking about Randy Eddins, the founder of the African American Writers Alliance. And I came here to come and participate in the Leadership Council capacity, coordinating and co-organizing the retreat for the African American Writers Alliance, in preparing ourselves to engage for what will be our 35th year in existence. So we'll be having a conference next year. We'll be activating membership over the course of this weekend. And so many wondrous things took place in terms of the catalyzing of that crucial stride forward. So I'm excited for what the future holds.
That's beautiful. So what kind of responses are you getting when people see, with your Black History?
Oh my goodness, incredibly positive ones.
Okay.
But people like, some people just see the hoodie first, like, oh man, that's hoodie, that's tough. Like there's a pants bottom too. Now it's a whole sweatsuit. We're honoring sisters from top to bottom.
Exactly.
I want to make sure that it's a metaphor too, if you think about it, because we're covered by our ancestors. We wouldn't be here without them. It's like we all come from a certain sense of matrilineal DNA, and so having that honest conversation and living, walking, real time, that speaks to the power, the strength, the beauty, and the foundational glory of the Black woman, the mother of all human beings.
Hello.
Is a critical way to move in the world.
Yeah, I mean, Malcolm was saying that the Black woman is the most hated, untrusted,
disrespected,
victimized, everything.
Right, which makes sense if you come into a kind of a spiritual and a psychological take on the human being's collective condition right now, because the same warped sense of hunger to exploit and perverse obsession with greed, the fanaticism of hoarding resources at the expense of the earth, the same thing that's visited upon black women and women of indigenous or global majority descent.
Exactly. So let's talk about what you got going on in Vermont. Can you send me this little deal here? Put up the QR code, people can check it out. So there's a couple things got going on here.
Yeah, that's called the Vibrant Lives Project, Discovering Our Roots of Black Vermont. It's a project we started earlier this year. My daughter, Amina Addisina Francis Rose Eddins, and my niece, Nadia Frazier, are two of the first proponents and kind of co-leads in terms of being interviewers. And it's a host of different interviewees. The scope and kind of premise of the project is to basically highlight, honor, and affirm people who are change makers of a positive variety of African diaspora descent. So, in light of the intentions collectively in American government and throughout this time and period in history to undermine, omit, fabricate, malign, discredit, or outright ban and destroy the crucial integrity-based contributions of black people, the beautiful brilliance and powerful displays of courage, not just for our own freedom, but for all people's freedom that we displayed over time. We need to have these stories preserved, not just for our own selfhood, but for the world's posterity and sanity. So I think I had a kind of struggle with like feeling like, do I rail against this shit or do I just, throw tables? Like, what's the most constructive and useful and effective way to respond? So I thought, no, we won't just like stew and then be in misery and just like fruitless rage. We're going to turn this upset that's justifiable and wholly justified into a constructive and positive response, and a creative one at that. So, because we're rooted in that understanding that we're connected to our roots, like we spoke of earlier, roots are connected to things that grow, and things that grow through all types of, like through sidewalks, through concrete.
Yep.
So anything that's laid down, what we'll do is we'll continue to grow the story. If you try to destroy the story, we have people who are still living. So long as you have living people, they have stories. So they'll tell the stories, and those are connected stories you try to destroy, and you'll continue to grow like Fern Gully or Jumanji or some type of metaphor like that. We want to see it foster a beautiful, flourishing renaissance of positive self-concept in the minds and consciousness of black children and black people. And we're starting with that microcosm in Vermont. But hopefully, if we're effective, we can make it national and global.
So how can somebody contact you?
You can reach out to me to my website, www.rajnii, R-A-J-N-I-I, Eddins, EDDINS.org. O-R-G.
Beautiful. So you're here over the weekend in Seattle, but you live in Vermont. So when are you heading back?
I actually leave tonight at midnight.
Oh, no, okay.
So I got here Thursday the 16th, and I leave right as the clock strikes midnight and turns to the 27th.
Are you flying or driving?
Flying.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
long drive. That's true. Man, Roger, man, it's great seeing you again, man. So I'm praying for you. Make sure that we got to stay in contact better, and then we'll definitely, I help you out as much as I can.
Thank you.
So
Likewise. Lessons on all your projects too. I know we got to support one another and lift each other up.
Exactly. All right. Cool. Peace. So even though this is live on YouTube, I can download it and try.